What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is another miniature road trip out to another show, and we're headed back to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the Gatlinburg area. We were just out there a few weeks ago for a rod run. We took the BMW 700, had a transmission issue, still haven't dove into that yet, but I'm thinking it's a throwout bearing clutch fork issue. So Slammedenuff Gatlinburg is this weekend. Now, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg they're only about a couple of hours, 2.5, almost 3 hours maybe at most, from here in Chattanooga. And the last two Slammedenuff Gatlinburgs that have surpassed or that have passed by in the last 2 years that I've lived here in Chattanooga, I've decided not to go. Last second, today's Saturday of Slammedenuff Gatlinburg weekend, we decided to go. Detailed the truck, got this thing solid. I mean, I'm almost more stoked on this thing than I am anything else I own. But got everything cleaned up on it, got some new stickers. And we're just about ready to hit the road. Just getting the last bit of tools in the truck, just in case, trailer spare, jack, all that stuff. We are getting out there late, unfortunately, but all of our friends are out there. So real excited to rip out there tonight. So we'll be out there tonight for Saturday night and for the day tomorrow, Sunday. But most people make a week out of it. They rent a house up in the mountains in Gatlinburg in the Smokies. All right, first stop, Chick-fil-A for food. And oh my gosh. What is that? Oh, what is it? A grippy cup. Oh no. Oh, it's all over the side of the car. Didn't even stop. All right, guys, well, we made it to Gatlinburg, technically Sevierville, just north of Pigeon Forge, but we got to the trailer lot where everybody leaves their trailers because the budget hotel we booked has no trailer parking. Even though there's room, I can get this thing in there, but they won't let me. So we're unloading out here near the fairgrounds. Rig did it, no problem. About a 3-hour haul, good truck. About done getting the Corvair unstrapped, gonna get it off the trailer. We'll get this thing tucked into a safe spot. And yeah, we'll hit the strip. There's a lot of cars out there. There's a lot of good cars. A lot of, you know, what's to be expected. We just got dinner, and it's been kind of an eventful evening. Police are kicking everybody out of the parking spots. We got to the Days Inn, and we booked that place cheap because we're only staying here one night, only 2.5 hours away from home. And we entered the room, and it was immediate mold, like totally smelled like mold. So we checked out of that place and just booked another place while we ate dinner. So we wanted to get sushi, but they were closing as we were walking in. So we walked next door to Outback. Some of the Bag Riders guys are in town. So we'll go meet up with them, cruise the strip for a little bit. And the police are
getting somebody for no headlights.
Out. Oh yeah. And they probably hate VQs. They probably hate the sound of straight pipe VQs. That could probably have a lot to do with it. All right, we're gonna hit the strip. Let's go.
See those two fuckers rolling on the highway.
All right, so my buddy Gray came all the way down from Toronto, Canada, Toronto area.
Yeah.
Man, with one of the sickest E38s. Fuel cell, raised floors. This thing is so sick. Yeah. So sick. Yep. Are you gonna stay in the back?
You're gonna drive it?
Hit the ground.
What was that?
It's gonna hit the ground.
Yeah.
It will hit hard.
We're gonna take Gray's E38 for a rip. Basically just sit in traffic essentially, but I was telling him how much I missed mine, and now he says we're gonna take it for a spin. Have you been in the backseat of this thing yet?
Just yesterday for the first time.
Really?
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're quite tall, so this does mean something.
Yeah. I already want another one, and mine were bone stock. Yeah, no, actually my upgrade is it's gonna go to a bigger one, but
You're stressing me out.
Maybe
it sounded like it was just floor though.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, everything's raised and tough.
Yeah.
There's skid plates under all the lines.
Yeah. You forget how low to the ground you really are in this thing once you're driving it. When you're cruising at just like normal speeds, does it ride pretty well?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you only have like so much until it hits the ground, obviously.
Honestly, right.
Man, there's something about skating a big body.
I know. So,
Like cruising the Century down Ocean City Strip was like,
dude, I wish I was there.
it was honestly like, dude, if this thing and the Century were rolling together, that would have been like mind blowing.
Yeah.
Send it. BMW V8 stuff. For how low we are, it really doesn't ride that bad. Like for being like a few mil off the ground. Come on in. Yeah, it smells like tires. And we're back. Cool little ripper on the strip. Now I want an E38 again. That skates down the road tucking, what, 20s? 21s?
19.
19s, heck yeah. That guy's just driving with his e-brake on. Yeah, this place is getting
I
wild.
don't think we're coming back next year.
Definitely not coming here next year. Helen is definitely the move next year.
Yeah, do Helen. I wanted to do a
Central.
Governor's Club Invitational show for years. For like 10 years I wanted to do that. But then I met so many people that put shows on and realized like I'm not made. I don't have the minerals to put on a show. I do really like that 4th gen Accord wagon though. That thing is sick. All right, guys, well, that's it for like day quarter of Gatlinburg. Didn't film much. It's just kind of chaos out on the strip. This is definitely like final years of H2O and Ocean City vibes. We're getting checked in for the night, and yeah, Black Rifle Coffee is basically across the street. So we're stoked on that, right?
Very.
Dustin made it out in the IS. 2J with an R154?
1J with a W55.
Ah, yeah.
I'll do something else later, but
To cruise over the highway pretty well?
no.
No.
I have
Yeah.
to wear these.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Even with a full interior.
Well, yeah. So it's 3-inch all the way back, recirc, no BOV.
Oh,
Feature
yeah.
pad downpipe, so it's just droning. I'm at
Yeah.
like 3,800 RPMs in fifth gear. Do like 60 for it to be comfortable, or
Yeah.
less on the boost the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I
Yep.
stay in the right lane when I can.
Yeah.
I know it's on. Oh no. Maybe it's like
What are you doing? What is this contraption?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys, so this episode has just jumped around like crazy, starting off with getting out to Pigeon Forge, Slammedenuff, Gatlinburg, and not filming enough there. Sunday just ended up being hangout inside the show, and I really should have filmed more, talked to more people about their cars on camera. I don't consider myself a YouTuber, so sometimes I just hang out. I don't even think to pull my camera out. Or if I do, I decide not to film. So that's kind of what happened there. And then the Riverside meet. I figured that'd be a great kind of ender to this episode. It was a trunk or treat, so we filled the BBS Motorsport sign that I made. These are 2 3.5-inch lip BBS Motorsport lips. As you can see, it's got the hard curl down on the lip here. And I laser engraved a 2-color acrylic center. I basically designed the 16-bolt menu on the machine, on the laser machine. I was able to cut that out of these acrylic pieces and make basically a sign. And so some of you guys have seen the booth. You've seen this thing stand up on the actual post that I made that it cradles in. But use that as the candy bowl, filled that up. And it was great to see some friends. A bunch of people came out from Nashville, from Birmingham. Dustin from Okie Doke came up from Birmingham. And it was a great night. So that's kind of just like a hodgepodge episode here of those two events. Sorry if it jumped around too much. I was going to bin what I filmed in Gatlinburg and what I filmed yesterday at Riverside because I didn't quite get enough for a full episode of each of those and didn't want to milk it, to be honest. I do enjoy the episodes where it's just me hanging out with my friends. And you guys can kind of see just what it's like from my perspective when I go to a show or when I go to a meet, when I'm just hanging out with friends. So I do enjoy that aspect of this channel as well. I hope you guys do too. But obviously, as I mentioned in the last episode, I want this stuff to get back going again. I'm just so busy with laser work and prepping to get that CNC table built. But as you guys can see, I've got a lot of this cleared out. Next couple of episodes, we are going to be building the CNC table. Porsche 924S trip coming up hot, coming in fast. One more thing that's available now on the web store at ludwigsgarage.com are the spooky Halloween Ludwig's Garage keyrings I made. I didn't sell them all at the Riverside meet last night, so I have a small handful, I think maybe like 18 or so of these on the web store right now. So if you want one of these, go grab one. Super stoked on these. So jump to ludwigsgarage.com. Link is in the video's description below. And grab one of these while they last. And while it's still spooky season. If I still have some of these left, I'll take them with me on the 924S trip when we hit Dallas and Phoenix. And then on to SEMA from there. But thank you guys so much for watching and for all the support. Huge thanks to you guys over on the Patreon as well. Hopefully getting back on the podcast soon. I missed that. And I really appreciate a lot of you guys who listen to them. As I mentioned a while ago, I started a separate YouTube channel for the podcast. That's just Ludwig's Podcast. The link to that is also in the video's description below. But that can be streamed on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere else audio podcasts are streamed. So once again, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Really appreciate all of you guys. We'll see you in the next episode.